Let us solve the problem number 6 and the problem number 6 is the most important for our final examination because of the scrutiny is not mentioned to prepare a particular books. But here the problem 6 is having two books, that is purchase book and sales book. According to base of purchase book and sales book, we have to prepare particular books based on given different type of transaction, as well as before going to solution of this purchase book and sales book, definitely we have to take a assumptions, as well as we have to find out the exemptions regarding purchase book as well as sales books. Now I am reading the problem, clarity you everyone have to must be concentrate on our transactions. From the following transaction, prepare purchase book and sales book. Here clearly examiner is asking to prepare purchase book as well as sales book on June 1st. And the first transaction is purchase goods from Akhil. Before that, one condition is going to explain. Whenever the scrutiny is going to ask to prepare any subsidiary book, definitely we have to find two assumptions. So two assumption is nothing but in our brain we have to take a view. The transactions are relating to which type of book as well as which transactions are not relating to the particular recording of the subsidiary books. That is the most important, means which transaction we have to enter and which transaction we have to cancel into our subsidiary book. That is the most important. And last we have to explain about the exemptions in purchase book as well as sales book after completion of these all transactions. And first one, June 1st, purchase goods from Akhil, sold goods to Akhila, bought goods from Ajay, sales to Ankita, goods sold for cash, goods purchased for cash, purchase machinery, sold furniture, purchased from Anil 10,000, discount 100, sold goods to Abhilash 5,000, discount 1,000 rupees. And let us find out the exemptions in purchase book as well as sales book. And I am writing the exemption about the purchase book. In purchase book we have to enter credit purchases, no need to enter cash purchase. This is the first condition. This is the first one. This is second one. And in our sales book also we have to enter credit sales with name and no need to enter cash sales. These are the two conditions while we are going to prepare purchase book as well as sales book. In purchase book we have to enter a name of the transaction with purchase and no need to enter a name of the purchase transaction along with cash. In our sales book also similar to the concept of purchase book, and first we have to solve the first transaction which is relating to purchase book or sales book. First one, June 1st, purchase goods from Akhil. Purchase goods from Akhil, there is no cash as well as there is no any asset or any property in our transaction. So we have to consider it is a credit purchase of transaction, then it will comes under into our purchase book. Here the transaction is clearly mentioned, purchase goods from Akhil. So purchase is nothing but it is a purchase transaction. It will comes under into our purchase book and there is no exemption because of here we have name, there is no cash. That's the reason we are entering the first transaction into purchase book and indicating it will goes to in purchase book. And come to the second one, that is June 2nd, sold goods to Akhila. Sold goods to Akhila. Here we have sale. Sale is nothing but it goes to in sales book. Again we have to find exemption. Here we don't have any cash part, so we have to enter this into our sales book as well as there is no asset or there is no property in our second transaction. But the transaction is based on a name of the person, so we have to enter this transaction into our sales book. How we can find out it will goes to in our sales book? Because of sold. Sold is nothing but sales. Sale goods to Akhila, it is a name of the sales transaction, it will goes to sales book. There is no cash as well as there is no asset. That's the reason we are entering the transaction into sales book. And come to the third one, bought goods from Ajay. Bought is nothing but purchase. What is nothing but purchase? That is purchase goods from Ajay. There is no any cash word in our third transaction, as well as there is no any name of the asset in our third transaction, as well as we have to find this is a purchase book because of what? What is nothing but purchase. Purchase is nothing but it is a purchase transaction. It will also goes to purchase book. PV is nothing but purchase book. And come to the fourth one, sales to Akila. There is also no cash word, as well as there is no any asset of the transaction. It will based on a name of the person. It will also goes to sales book because of there is no cash and there is no asset. So that's the reason we are entering fourth transaction into sales book, because of clearly mentioned it is a sales. And come to the fifth one, goods sold for cash. This is condition as well as exemption is must be satisfied in our sales book. Goods sold. Sold is nothing but sales. Sold is nothing but sales. Sales for cash. Here there is no credit name of the person. So we have to cancel this transaction into sales book because of there is no name. It will clearly mention goods sold for cash because of it is a cash based selling transaction. It will not consider in our sales book. Even though it is a sales transaction, but there is a cash word, we have to cancel the transaction. And come to the sixth one, goods purchased for cash. This is also a purchase transaction. It will also comes under into purchase book, but there is a cash word, we have to cancel this one also because of a purchase transaction is based on a name of the person. Here there is no name as well as there is a cash. So that's the reason we are cancelling this purchase transaction into purchase book. And the reason why we are going to cancel the transaction is nothing but it is a cash purchase transaction. It will goes to in our next stage of cash book. And comes to the seventh one, purchase machinery. Machinery is also asset. This one is also we are not considered, even it is a purchase transaction also. And come to the eighth one, sold furniture. This is also a sale transaction. It will also comes under into our sales book, but there is a furniture. Furniture is an asset. It depends on a cash return. So it will also we are cancelling into our sales book. And come to the next one, that is ninth one, and it is also most important. Purchase from Anil 10,000. Once again I am repeating, purchase from Anil 10,000, discount 10%. We are purchased from Anil. There is no cash and there is no asset. We have to consider this is purchase book. We are purchasing goods from Anil with 10,000, as well as allowing discount is 10%. So this is a substitution value we have to find in our next stage of solvation. And come to the last one, and it is also a important transaction. Sold goods to Abhilash 5,000, discount 1,000 rupees. We are selling goods to Abhilash. There is no cash, there is no asset. So we have to find this is in our sales book, as well as we have to find substitution. 5,000 goods we are selling, allowing discount 1,000 rupees. This is a most transaction. The substitution will be directly we have to calculate in our sales book. So all transactions we are find out which are relating to purchase book, which are relating to sales book, which are we are not considering into our sales and purchase book. Now draft the pro forma. Only two pro formas. First one purchase book and second one sales book. Solution number 6. First one. Purchase book, first column goes to date, and next one particulars, inward number, LF. LF is nothing but ledger folio number, and next one and total amount. And come to the next one, that is next book, sales book. First column goes to date, next column particulars, outward number. In our purchase book we have to write only one column addition, that is inward number, and in sales book one addition, that is outward number. Ledger folio number is similar, amount column is also similar, total amount is also similar. Now we have to find from sequential transaction. That is on 1st June, purchase goods from Anil. We are considering in purchase book. Let us mention the date, June 1st, purchase from Akhil, worth is 5,000, there is no discount. And come to the second one, sold goods to Akila. It is a credit sale transaction. It will consider in our sales book. So we have to enter in our sales book. Date is important, that is on 2nd. Sales to Akila, worth of transaction 5,000. There is also, there is no substitution. And come to the third one, bought goods from Ajay. Bought is nothing but purchase. That is purchase book. There is no cash flow. We are considering our purchase book. That is on June 3rd. Bought from Ajay. Worth is 6,000. There is no substitutions. And come to the fourth one, sales to Akila. It is a credit sale transaction. It will come under into sales book. That is on June 4th. Sales to Ankita, worth is 6,000. And come to the next one, fifth one, goods sold for cash. It is a cash selling transaction. We are not considering our sale, even though it is a sales, but we are not considering because of clearly mentioned it is a cash based selling transaction. Come to the sixth one, goods purchased for cash. It is also a purchase transaction, but we are not considering, the reason is it is a cash purchase. And come to the seventh one, purchase machinery. It is a part of asset, as well as we are purchasing machinery or any equipment in our business organization. Definitely we have to pay some of the amount. It is the first reason. And the second reason is properties are not considered in our subsidiary books. So that's the reason we are cancelling this seventh transaction. And come to the eighth one, sold furniture. It is also a property. This is also not considered into our sales book.